Welcome to Columbus, Ohio, and the venerable Horseshoe, home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, a place that's home to such legendary names as Archie, Woody, Zeke, and Stroud. A Big Ten showdown coming, conference games where the results will stick with you for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the Oklahoma Sooners taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Sooners will kick it away to start us off. Down for this offense. Takes the handoff. It's Tompkins. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down. As they unpack the pile, it's part of Ohio State's DNA to have a lethal running game.
And this is a trend, Reese. We can go back as long as you want to go back, and we can go back a couple years to J.K. Dobbins, and we can go all the way back to Eddie George. They always find.
Off he goes! Past the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Looking to move it through the air. Coming out aggressively. Brings it down on the right side. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
Well, he's able to make it easy after that catch, and I think his speed is something that just scares DBs to death. And you think about great Oklahoma receivers recently, guys like CeeDee Lamb, Sterling Shepard, Holly.
Deep shot for the end zone. Give him 6. Touchdown Sooners. Getting set for the point after. Smashes it through for the PAT. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive.
Return runs out of bounds.
Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking for space. It's Tompkins. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down. He's up to 86 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. Off the play fake on first down to throw. The quick out. Turns it on in midfield. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. And the Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. They'll try the right side. At the 35, he's open. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. They'll run it. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execute.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Ohio State. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of those top 15 teams who did battle today. Georgia was like a 65-man mute button. They went on the road and silenced one of the most vocal crowds in football. And it's clear this Dogs team has adopted the mantra, let your play do the talking. Sure happened today. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the new top 25 poll next week as this one, gentlemen.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
It's a really nice throw. It's so impressive watching this Oklahoma passing attack now. You think back to Bob Stoops taking over as head coach in 1999 and bringing with him the air raid offense, a style of passing attack that...
He's going for a big play downfield. Got it inside the 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Oklahoma! The AT unit on the field. And it's up and good. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
Let's go. Defensively now, we know we get a stop. We get the offense, the ball back in great field position, a great opportunity to make some strikes, maybe score some points. Let's go defense.
This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on 4th down. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Handoff to the single running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And it really doesn't matter what the decision is on the RPO. When your defensive line can reset the line of scrimmage like that, get off blocks and make plays.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Nolan. Getting some heat. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going for it all. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
The Buckeyes will punt this one away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up. He's going to let it go. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. And he's brought down after a huge completion. Another big completion for the Sooners, and that's right in keeping with that legacy of great quarterbacks.
Just dudes that can spin it. The offense is always fun. It's always fast. There's a lot of things about Oklahoma that you can count on. And offense and great quarterback play is always one.
He's looking to throw it. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How... find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him, because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
They were really starting to put a drive together. After a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. He's got it down the middle. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the 1st down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they
reels it in the end zone. Touchdown Sooner. Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. He'll bring it out. It's Westbrook. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. They'll throw it on first down. Wide open downfield. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Oklahoma 21, Ohio State 14.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period.
Black 24. Black 24.
He wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. Afterburner's coming. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Buckeyes! All even up after that one. Basically a brand new game.
And with a tie, guess what? Back to the offense. Back to the offense. Which defense can get a stop? These offenses have been humming.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. He'll be brought down quickly. That's always the risk when you bring it out of the end zone. Do you make it to the 25 or not? In this case, not. First down here for the offense. He's going to pass. Trying to get to him. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
That's a great individual effort by him right there. When I think about Ohio State football, too, especially on defense, right, it's the legacy of the Silver Bullets. Guys flying around, giving great effort, and getting to the football. But it all has to start up front on the D-line. You've got to be dominant at that position. Right there, you just saw that. The ability to win one-on-one and make a play.
On second down, he'll let it fly. It's complete to the right.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the second quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
Wants to throw on third down. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks and was dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
They'll snap it from the 47 on first down. They're going to ride this running back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating them up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
Back to throw, it's Nolan. That one comes out hot down the right side. Touchdown, Ohio State! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his second touchdown of the game.
The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. Looking for a productive play on first down. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Trying to burn this defensive back. Caught at the 25. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Splits the uprights. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Oregon delivered maybe its most thorough thumping in years in a game that featured a ton of big plays, not unlike the way LaMichael James, Kenyon Barner, and Jonathan Stewart used to do it. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
A strike downfield. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. The time-honored phrase for a quarterback is field general. This dude, in this environment, he's like a stadium commander. He's like an elevated rank above field general.
He's like an orchestrator. He knows how to set them off and then bring it up and bring the excitement with the big plays and make it look easy time and time again. And that's why this offense is so impressive.
They'll give it to the back. Stop is made at the 35-yard line, a 5-yard gain there, and it's a first down. This guy is having a truly special day, calling to mind the afternoon that Trey Sermon or Eddie George had, putting up huge numbers.
I mean, that's incredible. Just when you play and you put on that uniform and you know the guys that wore it before you and wore it so well, and you get your name mentioned in those L's and those history books, man, it's a good day.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Hit a little speed bump on this drive. It's 2nd and 12. Just when they're looking run, now up top. Catch in the middle, it's Tompkins. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. You can hand it to him, you can throw it to him. Either way, he's making his presence felt.
Those are your favorite plays, Reese, the him plays, right? Finding ways to get him the ball because he can make plays, whether it's running or receiving out of the backfield. They're going to continue to highlight this game.
The Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. The give from the gun. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
Well, it just seems like everything is working for the offense on this drive. Another nice game, this time on the ground.
And the Buckeyes trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be keying him too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration, anticipating this guy to touch it again.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Trying to bully their way in. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And it's not a surprise who they gave the football to. When you get down in this area, they're going to call his name. The physical back, they're going to give him the football. They're going to use their identity of physicality and run game down here in the red zone.
Needs to get it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. Splits the uprights, it's good. And with that, they've taken the lead. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just fine.
And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. Still running at the 40. Bringing it back. He's inside the 40. He goes out of bounds, but he just about did it himself. What a return after the interception.
Well, he started rolling to his right, and because of that, it allowed the defender some time to close the distance between himself and the intended target, and his speed got him to the point he was able to avoid the pick.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He fires one deep over the middle. Fires and picked off. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Looking for a huge play. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Well, you wonder if the defense has started to figure it out finally here. In the first half, this guy has been absolutely lighting you up, and finally they get some bodies back there anticipating the QB to look his way to force an incompletion.
Off play action. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. He's looking downfield to throw. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. And the Sooners will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. To the air on 1st down. He wants to go deep. He's got it inside the 25. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
Every time we speak to defenses before they play this guy, they all know he's going to get the ball thrown his way. They always come up with creative and exotic ways to try to cover him in the back end, but they're never able to get it done. This guy just beats coverage time and time again. And with that last catch, that's now his 15th receiving score of the season.
So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return.
Return goes out of bounds.
They'll be able to snap it one more time. Let's see how aggressive they are on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing it? They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing up.
Quarterback. Pocket starts to collapse. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Kickoff and kickoff return teams on the field, and we're just about ready to go in the second half. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. The Sooners ready to go on offense. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well, because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10. Just the ability to move the chains, keep the drive going, sort of quintessential efficiency from a Sooner quarterback.
Yeah, and from a Sooner offense, because, Reese, they keep the drive going, but what does that do? Most Oklahoma teams over the years, we see them go fast, and they wear you down throughout a football game. So the quarterback play on those completions that move the sticks, that make you play 3 more plays, 4 more plays, 5 more plays, and just wear you out.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Didn't connect last time. Let's see if they throw it again on 2nd down. They keep attacking through the air. That pass is incomplete. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. With the catch, it's Mitchell. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
And if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep.
And I really like when offenses attack over the middle of the field. Between the linebackers and the safeties, there's usually a soft area that you can usually have some success. And really nice job by this offense taking advantage of those areas.
Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Stumbled to the ground.
And I love working the slot receivers. You see so much of that. It's about matchups, right? I can put a fast guy in that slot, maybe get him matched up on a linebacker or a safety. I like working those guys in those matchups. Favorable for the offense for sure.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
And you've got to think there's 11 guys on defense right now keying in on this running back. They've watched the tape. They've seen this guy gash defenses. He's scored a boatload of touchdowns this season. You're anticipating him getting the football here.
Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. Into the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown Sooners. Lining up for the PAT. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen, calmer. Now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
He maybe gets a yard. They'll mark him at the 29. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Buys a little time. He turns it loose to the left. It's complete. A huge pickup. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Nolan. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Makes a connection. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the 1st.
The Buckeyes are threatening in the red zone. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
And this offense has got it all, right? It's just been tough. This defense is on its heels, can't figure it out. A bunch of plays in a row now, a bunch of success. This offense is doing what they want to do, how they want to do it. Defense is going to need to do something different to try to mix up this rhythm.
The Buckeyes are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Ohio State! And they take it in for 6 more points. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops, Palmer, and get you the football.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
You blitz me, I'm getting the ball out of my hands. Really good job understanding that by the offensive coordinator, this quarterback, seeing the blitz, getting the ball to a playmaker, letting him do some damage. And more importantly, I don't have to throw it way down the field. Just get the first down.
And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-game land. The Sooners headed quickly to the line. On second down, he'll fire. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. Quick tempo here for the offense.
And this offense throwing the ball has just been up and down the field all game long. They're now approaching 450 yards passing on the day.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And the QB leaves the pocket, and he scrambles out, and he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football with the relentless chase. I love it. Getting to the quarterback. He throws an inaccurate pass because he gets whacked as he throws the football. Nice job chasing by the defense.
They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some score. He's going up top. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on.
It's a nice job by the receiver working past the sticks. Looked like it was going to be a first down by the offense, but how about the physical play knocking that ball loose?
A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on fourth. And the dive and the grab along the right sideline. The officials throw the flag, but the offense won't need it. They'll decline that and keep the big play. The Sooners are moving quickly down the field. They'll throw it on first down. They're bringing heat. Makes the grab on the left. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. This is like he's orchestrating a video game out there. I mean, he's right at 500 yards. He's a step or two or three ahead of any coverage he sees.
Or 12, Reese. I mean, this defense just doesn't have an answer for him. They've blitzed him. They've played zone coverage. They try to man up these receivers, but the end result is always the same. This guy right now is unstoppable.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
A really good job by the defense. They got to understand that boy can fly. So when he gets outside the pocket, I got to make sure I'm ready to go get him. You could tell he was still being a passer. He wanted to throw the football. Nice job closing under control, getting a hit on the quarterback, and affecting the throw.
Looking to pass on second down. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. So loud it's rattling your fillings on third and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. A fourth quarter field goal down by this much, that's a lot like putting a lipstick on the proverbial pig. Doesn't do much to change the looks. Got to score the touchdown on fourth and goal. Oh no, the ball popped out. This could change things. So he gets his own fumble back, but not enough for the first down, so they'll have to give up the ball.
Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and
he breaks into the open. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this two-game spot. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the fourth. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he's coming out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Sooner offense returns to the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complimentary football type deal.
Oh, what a grab by the defense. Going the other way, and he's got room. The 20. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's pass, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
A run up the middle is stuck for no gain. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. They'll try to dial up a better one this time on 2nd and goal from the 5. Wide receiver shows motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Touchdown, Ohio State! And the stomping has commenced. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late. A lot of glorious days in the history of the Buckeyes, and this might put this guy right at the top of the list for a single game.
And that list of names is incredible. Like, we could go down the list of so many guys that have been such great playmakers, so dynamic. So to think about putting yourself in that category, we're going to be talking about winning trophies and this guy being an All-American by season's end.
Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer. Trust him right away.
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered
up. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. They're trying to get to it. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. He'll take the deep shot. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. Open runway ahead. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
Number 7.
They want to see if they can score the deuce. Back to pass, it's Hawkins. Quarterback moving. Spits it out to the back. He's got it, so they convert the 2 and keep just a flicker of hope alive, down 2 possessions. They still have work to do, trailing by 2 possessions here in the 4th. They'll line up for the onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. They'll try the run. On the move is the 30. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
And this offense has done a really good job late in this football game. Man, you put a premium on the 4th quarter and maximizing possessions, and they've put touchdowns on the board. They've done a great job. Nice last play, too. Keep that momentum going and get out of here with the win.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27. Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. The give to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game, and the defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
He got it. And now the lead is even bigger. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Indiana is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Colorado. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. He unleashes a long one. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Well, trailing this much in the 4th quarter, the offense is looking for an explosive play to try to ignite them and get them back in this one, but nothing doing. Nice job in coverage.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Hawkins. He'll take another shot here. And it's picked off at the goal line. Trying to take it back. He'll go out of bounds, but he gets the ball back, takes it the other way, and he has created a great sudden change opportunity.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+